Did you paint this?
Do you like it?
What? Are you kidding? This is amazing! What are those?
Those are trees. Real ones. They used to grow all around here. And people said that the touch of their tufts was softer than anything, even silk. And they smelled like butterfly milk.
Wow. What does that even mean?
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
What I want more than anything in the whole world is to see a real living tree growing in my backyard.
So if, say, I'm just thinking out loud here, if a guy somehow got you one...
Well, I'd probably marry him on the spot. I bet that sounds crazy. Does that sound crazy?
No, not crazy. Not crazy at all.
Look, dude, it's not over yet. You've beaten Bill twice before. Why is this time any different?
Because then I had Mabel.
Then you need to get Mabel back. Look, this summer, I've seen some amazing things, but nothing as amazing as you and your sister. I don't know if it's dumb luck or yin and yang or whatever, but when you two work together, there's like nothing you two can't accomplish. You just need to make up and team up and save the universe.
I was wondering if you wanted to come over and get down on some cake.
Ugh, that's not something anyone says.
Okay, don't say dudes. Gang? Oh, what's up, gang? What's up, gang? Hey, what's up, gang?
Oh, hey. Ian, right?
Oh, I didn't know you knew my... Anyway, if you like parties, then I was gonna do a party.
What?
What I was trying to say is if you're not doing anything tonight, but I'm sure you probably are doing something tonight, and you like cake, like I like cake, I've got a cake at my house.
Are you inviting us to a party?
That's the one.
I'm not that princess. I mean, if you'd hit my sister Elsa, it would be yeesh. It's, you know. Hello. But lucky you, it's just me. I've never been better. This is so nice. I wish it could be like this all the time. My sister's not a monster. It's an accident. She was scared. She didn't mean it. She didn't mean any of this. Tonight was my fault. I pushed her, so I'm the one that needs to go after her.
Last item. On a related note, I have no choice but to cut salaries. 8% across the board. And let's just put a lid on it.
Do we have to supply our own lids?
Look, I didn't invent the economy. And until ISIS gets in the black, we all have to make some sacrifice.
He was set up like a standard replicant put on a service job. Even he didn't know who he was.
And?
And it's done.
What does that mean, it's done?
What you asked. It's done.
I was very gratified to see that other people were enthusiastic to have me back. I was happy to be there. I don't really have a favorite. It's just brick on a brick to build the story. It's not about the party. It's about what you're celebrating.
You trusted me once. You loved me once. We have found each other again after 1,000 years of solitude. Does that mean nothing to you? Very well, then. If you are not my ally, then you are my enemy. I have a name too, Goliath. The humans gave it to me long ago. You should know it before you die. I am Demona.
Whoa, look at this old relic.
Can you focus on your job, please?
Sorry.
Astera is calling back its hunters. We need to return ASAP. Hey, don't worry. I can fill in for you and help while you're gone. For the time being, allow me to be your handler. Sound good?
Fox, I'm here to find out.
I know why you're here. David told me you'd come. He created the pack, you know. Got us together, me, wolf, hyena, jackal, dingo. Put us on the air, made us stars.
Then why are Jackal and Hyena trying to kill him?
They don't know he's the boss, only I do. David told me to have them hit the diamond exchange and then make himself the next target. He set up his own assassination attempt.
So, why are you telling me all of this? Because he left you to rot in jail.
You haven't got a clue. You're so far behind him, it's pathetic. He told me to tell you. He doesn't have to hide his plans from you. There's not a thing you can do to stop him.
So does this mean that weird stuff's going down again? You kidding, Pence? When have we ever seen a tornado of shadowy blobs before? It's not weird. This is unprecedented. I guess it is. The creatures from the last time were bright white. These things must be new. Man, I can't wait to get to sleuthin'.
If I am left to my own devices, I'm like, you know how like if you accidentally dump a whole jar of goldfish food in with the fish, it'll die? It'll like eat all of it, it won't know when to stop? That's me.
That's you?
Yeah. Like if I get trapped in a sizzler for a weekend, I'd be a goner.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen.
I
that
don't
would
know,
be...
it'd be kind of a good way to go.
Yeah.
These are Nora hunting lands. They must be protected. If you hadn't destroyed the Sawtooth, how many Braves might it have killed or injured tomorrow? The lesson lives within the question, Aloy. For years, you've trained to win the proving, but only for yourself. As a Brave, it will be your duty to fight for your tribe.
Ah, Rapunzel, how you manage to do that every single day without fail. It looks absolutely exhausting, darling.
Oh, it's nothing.
Then I don't know why it takes so long. Oh, darling, I'm just teasing.
All right. So, Mother, as you know, tomorrow is a very big
Rapunzel,
day.
look in that mirror. You know what I see? I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. Oh, look, you're here too. I'm just teasing. Stop taking everything so seriously.
Back then, the world was divided in two. Vicious predator or meek prey. But over time, we evolved and moved beyond our primitive, savage ways. Now, predator and prey live in harmony. And every young mammal has multitudinous opportunities.
May I say one last time, Mr. Xanatos, that the costs of this venture will be astronomical.
Start hiring crews. I want to begin as soon as possible.
It may prove difficult to find the necessary manpower. This castle has a bad reputation. The locals consider it haunted.
I am Naira, Abla General of St. Aegilius, and mate to the Lord High Taito. I know right now you miss your families, but soon enough you will understand the pure ones are your new family.
I don't know that that happens that much, except that one time I realized that I can't really fall asleep on a plane because I sleep like, I'm going to show you, I kind of go on a plane like that. Like you could put a ping pong ball in my mouth. And, yeah, or hopefully a finger or an M&M. And a guy tweeted that he saw me on a plane and that I was sleeping with my mouth open. I thought that's really, I mean, it's true, it's a fact, but it's kind of cruel, I think. Yeah.
It must be more fun to be mean in a movie.
Are you looking for a yes answer? Are you wanting to, you know, terrorize your guests and give you license to do so? It is, of course it is. It's really, and, you know, it's, we're always taught to be kind and good and sweet and kind, and when you get to have the sort of the evil avatar, you do jump at that.
So she's a great writer and director, and she's adapted this from a novel by Rosalie Ham, which is a book that many, many people enjoyed. It was a huge hit over here. So it was a lot of fun. We were shooting out in country Victoria mostly, and in the Docklands. And it's set in the 1950s, small country town. Kate Winslet, wonderful actress, comes back to town to where she lived as a child to sort of sort out a few things that she doesn't quite understand about why she had to leave.
Honestly, where was I?
Yeah, where were you?
I was just in my bed, I think, just like reading. Yeah, it's just surreal, to be honest. Like being with this show for so long and then it also having the following that it does. It's just everyone's waiting for this moment and then you read it and it's just like, it's incredible.
So you're in bed. Does that mean you had to lay down? The ending was so shocking?
I was like this and then I went like this.
You know, I can't help but notice you seem a little at war with yourself here.
What?
Now, I'm only picking up bits and pieces, of course. Overprotective mother, forbidden road trip. I mean, this is serious stuff.
You would be heartbroken, you're right.
I am, aren't I? Oh, bother. All right. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm letting you out of the deal.
Dory?
Yes.
Dory.
Yes.
Dory?
Yes.
Dory!
Yes.
You and I were friends!
No.
Dory, it's me, Destiny!
You know me?
Of course! We'd talk through the pipes when we were little. We were pipe pals!
We were?
Oh, you're so pretty.
So you know where I'm from?
Yep, you are from the Open Ocean exhibit.
This is how it's gonna be with everyone, Outcast. You belong in the wilds, not Mother's heart. And you definitely don't belong in the Proving. I've trained all my life for the Proving. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of anything. You know, I often think of the day I gave you that scar. It's a cherished memory. I branded you that day to mark your shame.
So I'm working on the 3rd revision of my mobile death machine, and I sliced my arm on some sheet metal. Not a big cut, barely goes like halfway into the bone. And it occurs to me, I could just jet the wound with an omni-hypo and get back to soldering a bicycle horn to the top of the tactical nuke launcher. But what's the point? So I figure what the hell, and slice the rest of my arm off with my particle saw. And my dad's all, ugh, and the blood's going everywhere. But a few hours and a few pints of blood later, I'd built a metal arm strong enough to smash concrete. Good times.
As soon as I'd left you and Yen on the Isle of Avalon, I found myself pursued. Eredin and his Red Riders were on my heels. I fled through many worlds, many times. They came very close to catching me once. It was then that Avalok appeared, out of nowhere. He found a portal and took us to a world where Eredin couldn't find us for, oh, perhaps half a year.
We've been over this. The matter's closed.
I'm opening it again.
You were betrothed to Loras Tyrell. Still betrothed to Loras Tyrell, and you will marry Loras Tyrell as soon as Tommen marries Marjorie.
I will not.
Jaime cannot marry or inherit lands. Tyrion's sentence will be carried out tomorrow. You have, on several occasions, made great claims about your commitment to this family's future. Your role in that future is more vital now than it ever was.
I don't care. I will stay in King's Landing where I belong with my son, the King.
When you were 9 years old, I was called to the capital. I decided to take your brother with me and not you. You insisted that you would not be left at Casterly Rock under any circumstances. And if you recall...
I'm not interested in hearing another one of your smug stories about the time you won. This isn't going to be one of those times.
Today is actually a highly unusual day. There's both a full moon tonight and the summer solstice, which only coincide every 100 years or so. So, you know, I mean, yeah, you can imagine, you know, it's just crazy over here. Hey, you probably want some time to settle in. I'm just gonna let you be. Make yourself at home, Mary.
Shiny for my ever-growing hoard. The fates have been kind to this frosty old eldworm. I'm putting this on the very tip-top of my mountainous hoard. Urn of Shadows. Shadowblade. Scythe of Vice. Scepter of Divinity. Orchid Malevolence. Shiva's Guard. Mechanism. Pipe of Insight. Pipe of Inflight. Refresher. Force Staff.
Every time you say those words, it means a month and a half of trouble for me, Bob. It means hundreds of thousands of taxpayers' dollars. We gotta pay to keep the company quiet. We gotta pay damages, erase memories, relocate your family. Every time it gets harder. Money, 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 money. We can't keep doing this, Bob. We appreciate what you did in the old days, but those days are over.
I'm told there's a new bandit in town. If you're hearing this, kiddo, please don't die right away. I've always wanted to duel a vault hunter. This is the sheriff. Rumors that Lynchwood might become as civilized as opportunity are not to be believed. Let Jack have his ivory towers. I came to Pandora for action. Sheriff here. Reminding you once again to invite all your bandit friends to Lynchwood. Really.
Yeah, well, not like he can turn me in, even if he wanted to. Law and duty sort of a man, that Rust. I don't know how you stand it.
You really don't know why he was cast out?
I've told you no. I don't think anyone knows what he did, but it must have been serious because his term is for life.
I told you I did not take her.
Her disappearance was why I put a stop to the research. Roxas and Namine. If there is any reason that I still draw breath, it is to atone for what I did to them. If you do find the girl, what is it that you expect will happen?
Though we have learned much, what we have are mere facts, and not a single clue to what truth they add up to.
We know Zora Magdaros is heading there, but why?
The world is full of mysteries to consume us.
Yeah, and delicious mysteries to consume.
So, Iris, what was it like inside the Crown City?
Not pretty. The Citadel took a beating. But a lot of outlying neighborhoods made it through in one piece.
The Empire had tactical targets in mind.
You know, if there's anything else, you can ask me.
Yeah, thanks. What?
So, about Lady Lunafreya, I keep hearing she was in town. Apparently she left right away, but at least it means she's okay.
That was one hell of a day, huh?
Yeah, but it was fun. Every day's fun. Even when we almost get ourselves killed. I never imagined it'd work out like this. That I'd get to go on an adventure with you guys.
Who would have thought, huh?
So, how long have we been friends now? Let's see, beginning of high school, so that's 5 years?
Yeah, but we've known each other way longer than that. Ever since elementary school, right?
Huh? You still remember that?
Could hardly forget being gawked at.
Well, you know, it isn't exactly easy being in the presence of royalty.
And when we did meet in high school, you pretended it was the first time.
Yeah, the first time I worked up the nerve to say something. Feels just like yesterday.
You should have said something sooner.
It's not me, Astrid. All those speeches and planning and running the village, that's his thing.
I think you're missing the point. I mean, Chief. What an honor. I'd be pretty excited.
I'm not like you. You know exactly who you are, you always have, but I'm still looking. I know that I'm not my father, and I never met my mother, so what does that make me?
Von Karma would never miss a clue of that scale, but it only shows the victim shot at the defendant while they were being attacked in self-defense.
Since they shot, what that proves is that this murder was not merely a one-sided act of violence.
You're missing the point, you foolish fool. If you're trying to make the case this was self-defense, that might have been an option a few moments ago, but you've missed your chance. I suggested you pursue that outcome, but due to your inexperience, you turned that down in favor of a complete acquittal. Soon you will feel the painful sting of that decision, Phoenix Wright. The moment you pled not guilty, this bullet hole lost all relevance!
Looks like I won. Piece of cake. I'm always up for a rematch. Gotcha, didn't I? All according to plan. Made it out on top. That was impressive. I did it! I won! I knew I was going to win. See? It was really easy, too. No way!
Fascinating. It would seem we have a new player in the game. But we'll worry about that later. I'm home. That's all that matters now. If you want to be picky, we won't get anywhere. Let's try to focus on the big picture, Goliath. I've got a research facility upstate where you and your friends could be comfortable and protected.
What?
Doesn't seem a difficult choice to me. Stay here in the city and be hunted down like animals, or be my guests in a safe haven. What do you say? That envelope contains my personal instructions for the Illuminati Society, plus 2 smaller sealed envelopes. The Society is to wait 1,000 years and then deliver the first envelope to a young David Xanatos of Bar Harbor, Maine. That envelope contains one of the coins Prince Malcolm gave me earlier. It's practically worthless now in 975 AD, but by 1975, it will be worth about 20 grand. The second envelope is to be delivered 20 years after the first. It contains a detailed account of how the coin was obtained. That's how I knew how to set this all up. I received instructions from myself last week. So you see, Pop, I am indeed a self-made man.
There, traffic cams for the whole city. Well, this is so exciting, actually. I mean, well, you know, I never get to do anything this important.
But you're the assistant mayor of Zootopia.
Oh, I'm more of a glorified secretary. I think Mayor Lionheart just wanted the sheepfold. But he did give me that nice mug.
Oh.
Feels good to be appreciated.
Smellweather!
Ah, that's a fun little name he likes to use. I called him Lion Fart once. He did not care for that. Let me tell you, it was not a good day for me.
I am not tutored in warfare, but basic arithmetic favors the side with the greater numbers.
If war were arithmetic, the mathematicians would rule the world. I did notice your brother entering his grace's tent just now.
The place of a king's guard is by the king's side.
And on the night of your wedding, who was by the king's side then?
You seem quite interested in our marriage.
Your marriage is quite interesting. Not only to me, but to the realm. The marriage of a wealthy girl always breeds interest, if nothing else.
You've never married, have you?
I've been unlucky in my affections, sadly.
That is sad. Though perhaps it's for the best. The whole notion of marriage seems to confuse you. So allow me to explain. My husband is my king, and my king is my husband. Here is your tent, Lord Bailiff. Good night.
I don't think I've ever heard such a barrage of denial, self-justification, and outright horror. The thing is, Michael, here, can we just get a quick photo together? Cheese.
What is this?
I really think I can't treat you anymore. The fact is, I'm in love with you.
The f*** you talking
Okay,
about,
well,
Doc?
that's not true. Good, you're learning. Good.
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the Lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry. You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 sawtooths, 2 ravagers, and a stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
The winds were strong enough to blow that rusty monkey's head into the road, along with several large branches. After a while, a crane was called in to move it, but that wasn't until after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It took them about an hour to clean up the mess. We were all stuck over here until the job was completed, so none of us could have killed Jack.
That is not necessarily true. Does the letter contain the names of either the sender or the recipient?
No, it doesn't.
So then it could be from anybody to anybody. That's a poor example of proof. The defense's claims are still in the realm of unfounded speculation. There's nothing concrete linking the witness to the defendant. There's no connection whatsoever.